Hi, I'm Russ Garfin, Director of Product Management at Winnebago for our Class B camper vans and our small Class C motorhomes. And I'm here at the Elkhart Open House with Linda Lee, our newest ambassador for our Class B products. Hi, Linda.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
I'm incredibly stoked to be here.
Linda, you are like the epitome of the active outdoors person. I've seen some of your Instagram stuff, and especially that whole thing of, like, what do they call that, where you're flying?
The wingsuiting.
The wingsuiting. Oh my gosh.
Wingsuiting.
I mean, that's just crazy. So, we know at Winnebago, we are all about creating extraordinary experiences in the outdoors. That's what our motorhomes do, and I can't think of a better person to show our brand new Solis to than you.
Thank you. Thank you
Yep.
for having me here. I'm incredibly stoked to check out the new van, and I've loved the Winnebago RV that I've been living in for the last 3.5 years
That's
now.
right, you have a trend, right?
Yes,
Yes.
I do.
So
It's
this
taken
is-
me to a lot of adventures.
Yep. That's a compact C, and now it's a big step though to move from that to something like a Class B. I hope you like it.
Thank you. The first thing I notice is the pop top on it.
Well, yeah, that's the big thing about the Solis. It's our first entry into the pop top market. That's a great second sleeping for 2 adults or 2 kids. Let's go take a look.
Okay.
So yeah, what you see there is the ladder. That's of course removable and breaks down in 2 parts and would store in that small storage area above the cab there. But go ahead and take a look on upstairs and see what you see
Okay.
up there. It's really pretty spacious.
It's a really huge space up here,
Yeah.
and this mattress feels really comfortable.
Yep.
I love that there are these 3 window views on the sides and the front.
So Linda, some of this lighting up here is a little stark. This is all just for the video. The actual light that we have is this one right here. It's a little LED light.
Okay.
A little softer than these bright, stark things. What do you think up there?
This is a surprisingly roomy, comfortable sleeping space. I'm a big fan of this mattress. In my current RV, I have a drop-down guest bed, which has been used quite a few times by visiting family and friends, and they've all been really happy.
You're not going to be able to get rid of them now. Yeah. Wait till I show you the rest of it. Come on down. Can't.
I really like this pop-top guest room.
Yeah, it's nice up there, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it'll be a great bed for guests and maybe for sleeping in full-time as well.
Yeah, you might choose that bed
Yeah.
full time. So what do you think? The cab is pretty familiar to you, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It looks just like the one in my current RV.
Yeah, so in your trend, you also have a ProMaster chassis. So everything about driving it is pretty much the same. Really, hopefully you'll agree, they're really easy to drive, great visibility. You'll actually have a little bit more comfort driving because you don't have the wing walls coming out from the sides.
Right,
It's just
okay.
a one-piece van.
I love my ProMaster chassis, my current RV. It drives basically like a big SUV.
Yep.
And I get fantastic gas mileage, so
Yeah.
I'm really
This
happy
should
with this
get,
one.
maybe 1 or 2 more miles per gallon out of it.
Okay.
Because it's lighter weight and you don't have the wind resistance. So over here you can see we have the new seats. This bench seat actually is really comfortable. You can see it's molded. It's got really nice firm foam, and most importantly, it has 3-point seatbelt harnesses for anybody that's driving with you back here. Obviously, it's a great place for 2 kids or 2 adults. Have a little armrest. We actually designed the window well around the window. You can see this little ledge here to provide a place to put your arms, so it
Okay.
actually expands the space a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, and while we're over there looking, you can see these are our new window treatments. They're full zip out blackout screens. So down in this position, obviously you can get your ventilation and so on. And if you want a little more privacy, you can zip these up a little bit on that side. Zip that one up, and I'll zip this one. Yeah, and we could go right to here, or we can go all the way up around, like you did there. And now we have the full blackout. What we really like about this, it's pretty simple design, but it really accomplishes everything that a van camper should have, and that's full blackout, not bumping into your arms, not making any noise when you're going down the road, and providing a thermal break between the inside and the outside of the van.
I really like this window shade idea. Definitely the blackout option for privacy and the curtain blinds not getting in the way. I definitely do hear those clacking sometimes when I'm driving. So
yeah, I think people really like that. So to finish up with the pop top, I forgot to just kind of finish it off here. Let's go ahead, and if you want to step back over there a little bit, I'll move the ladder out of the way, right? And if you want to just set that outside for a second.
Okay.
That ladder actually folds up, stores up here. But now you can see the table. Again, you're going to see the theme throughout this coach is keep it as simple as we possibly can to get the job done, and keep it as durable as we can make it so that people can enjoy their vacation and not have to worry about breaking something or taking something in for repair. So this is a big plywood table. You can have a seat there. You can see we could play checkers right here. You could work from that position, and you can see out the back when you're backed up to the beach is pretty nice. And I like the fact that as you slide in and out of the chair, you can get this out of the way really easily, right?
I love this swivel table option, especially paired with the swivel driver and cab seats. It really gives you a lot more seating options when you do have friends visiting, and more work surface area possibilities.
We've had a lot of Class B owners saying, geez, I would like to have seating for 4 because I want to bring my grandkids or my nephew and niece along with me. We have families that are active in the outdoors, and I just can't find a van that will sleep 4 and sit 4 comfortably. And everybody wants to have, for their kids, they want to have a 3-point shoulder harness for safety. So that's what this is about. This table, is totally removable. It stores conveniently right behind the dinette seat. Okay. So, get it out of the way when you're driving if you don't want it. I kind of like the idea of just swiveling it like this. And if a person is sitting here, and now I have 2 armrests, right? Pretty comfortable.
Yep. And for me, working on the road, this seems like a really great little mobile office to have. Just swivel the seat around, pop the table around, and office is all set up.
Yeah, it's ready to go. Let's go ahead and move back. We got a lot more to show. If we go back into the coach, let's just spend some time, talking about the Galley a little bit, because I think we did a lot of things here to make this Galley unique, and it really shows off a lot of the special features that we put into the Solis. There's so many interesting and innovative things in this Galley that I think our viewers are really going to appreciate seeing everything that we've done here. And it starts right here with this refrigerator location. The refrigerator is a 12-volt compressor, so there's no LP. It works in high altitude. It works when it's off center. If you're at an angle, you don't have to worry about your food spoiling, and it uses very little energy. When it's running on full power, it takes the energy of about a 40-watt light bulb.
That is really exciting to hear, actually, especially the leveling issue with my current RV, where you don't always get nice flat surfaces to park on. And the friends who've traveled with me know that my leveling blocks are a constant companion, so I am really excited about having this kind of fridge. The refrigerator location is amazing. I love that it's on the side here, and it would be fully accessible even from the outside of the van. Yeah. This would be great for when you're out camping. You don't have to constantly run inside and around to a refrigerator in the Galley and tracking in mud and leaves.
When you're barbecuing or cooking outdoors or fixing breakfast, everything's right here.
This is a great location for easy outdoor.
Yeah, I think that's. I think about loading it too when you go to the grocery store and coming back. You bring the cart right there. You load up the refrigerator. And
that's another great point. Yep, you can just put groceries directly in. Grab your beer when you want. It's just the easy access is perfect.
Hey, as you move back in the coach in the Galley here, you got your typical 2-burner LP stove with a backsplash, and this allows you countertop space. But look, this is countertop extension, right?
That's really great to have.
Cutting board.
So handy.
And then back here we got a little storage, nice sink. We could talk about these slam latches a little bit. These are new. I think on your coach you have the push button latches, right?
Yes, I do.
Yep, and they work pretty good for keeping things secure, but these are just, you don't have to push anything.
I like it. It's a really simple operation. It feels very smooth.
Again, very durable as well, right? So we've got a couple really cool things to show you here. And the first one has to do with water and understanding how much water you have in your coach. So currently I think you have 1/3 increments or something like that?
1/3 increments. It's meters. It's a meter that reads anywhere from 1/3 to 2/3 to full, and that's it. And that's kind of a mystery sometimes. That can mean full or 60%, or 30% or 60%.
Yeah, they're just they're not as accurate as people like. So we took a new approach here, and Chris actually came up with this great new design. And so you can see right here this glass tube. This is actually, works like an old manometer. You can see the water level right there. And we'll have this marked with the gallons, so you know exactly how many gallons of water you have at any time.
That is
without any electric interface other than the light, of course.
This is an awesome feature.
Yeah.
This is be so useful. Water is probably my most limiting factor resource for camping off grid, so this is perfect.
Perfect for that. This whole coach is meant for people like you that are going to be off the grid, not plugged into a campground,
and I love
worry
the
about
light.
how much water they have.
This light is
great
really
little night
cool light
as
as well.
Right? So another feature that we saw right here, this is new for us as well.
Okay.
This is actually a pretty simple feature. It allows you to eliminate wasting water when you're trying to get hot water. So basically you're going to flip the switch from normal to recirculate.
Mm-hmm.
And then this will allow the hot water to flow by the water pump. The hot water will flow directly back into the freshwater tank from the Truma Combi. So it rotates around. What that means for you is that all the cold water is purged from the system before you turn on your hot water here. So you turn this button on, you'll hear the pump run. It'll run for usually in this coach we found in our testing at about 6 seconds. So count to 6, shut it off, turn the water on, and you're going to have hot water. No wasted water. Your gray tank doesn't fill up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have hot water for this, and also for all of the showers that work the same way.
That's a really great feature too. I've definitely been very careful about how long it takes. I'm trickling it, trying to save the water and watering my plants. So I love that this feature is now built in to save that water.
Yep, your plants might go
they
dry.
might be a little drier now.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the overheads while we're here, because these are all new. Pretty simple design. One of the things that we found, especially in the van, we have a couple levels here. This is the rear level and that level. Sometimes you open the overhead and the be right here, and you kind of look around it in a van. Not a lot of space. So it seems like when you open the cabinet, let's get them out of the way, right? So they're not in the way. So these magnets will hold the roof, and all of the doors can open up, like that. So you can see when you're getting ready for a trip, do I have everything? You can leave the doors open and go in and out and load without, banging your head into the corner of the cabinet.
I love these magnet closure magnet tabs. That is really useful. I've definitely hit my head a few times on cabinet doors that I don't open fully or don't get out of the way. So
yeah, it's just something simple, but I think people will really find it really easy to use, make the coach more fun to live in. The bathroom, this really kind of takes after our Revel in the design here, and part of the reason that we wanted to do that in this coach is because we really wanted this coach to be comfortable for use, at the beach, but also to allow people to take off and go to the mountains to go skiing or spend time in cold weather. So this bathroom is totally cold weather ready. It has a cassette toilet, which makes it easy for winter use. And it also has an innovative feature that it has a heat vent inside the bathroom, and these upper vents up here allow the heat to flow through the bathroom. So if you have some wet ski clothes or some wet gear from the beach or whatever, you can hang it in the bathroom. Anything that drips off will go down the drain, and then the heat flowing through will help dry it out. So it's like a little drying station.
That sounds incredibly useful. I'm going to open this up and take a peek inside. The cassette toilet, I am such a huge fan of, that you can easily empty anywhere, any bathroom. Is a huge bonus for me.
And you'll notice also that we've got these little ledges built in, so if you want to use this room for storage or you want to use just one of those and put a shelf across there, pretty simple. You can order a shelf from us, or you can build your own simple plywood shelf that allows you to have more storage on top at any of those levels and still use the toilet, or choose not to if you want.
I love the multi-purpose bathroom here.
Yeah.
It's I do when I shower in my RV. Rarely, I really appreciate it, but otherwise, it kind of feels like empty, wasted space sometimes.
That's what we hear a lot. People say, "Hey, Russ, I'm a dirtbag. I don't need a shower."
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's a badge of honor, I guess. So stay right there while I show you this really cool new feature. This is our movable table, so it stores up under the bed. It doesn't take up any space in your coach, right? So you flip up and down with the bed. But when you want to use it, you just release it here and drop down the leg. And now I've got a really nice Galley extension.
That is great for a secondary countertop while cooking.
Yeah, isn't that nice? And so, but even better than that, and I know you're going to like this because for your Instagram followers. But this actually works great as, and maybe we should call it an Instagram table, but you know, this is just a really nice place and for folks to sit and enjoy the outside. If you have to work or you want to post some pictures or do some editing or whatever, you know, put your computer here, put your chair here, and that can be your workplace.
This will be an amazing office to have. I can already see the office views.
Yep.
I love it. I love this mobile table here.
And of course you can use it as a workplace outside, or I might use it at a tailgate football game and serve drinks right out the back here.
That's true.
Right? And nobody else is coming in, I'll tell you that. All right, let's go ahead and head out. So Linda, you might not have noticed, but this is a big wide step here. This is our new step used on all of our van campers now, built at Winnebago. It's a little bit wider than what we used to put on here. And we've added these little hooks on the ends, these loops. These are actually used for if you want to attach your dog.
Oh.
Or if you want to lash down something, let's say you've got, you know, a tarp or something like that, you can also use this as a lashing point.
That's a really clever idea.
Yep.
I like this new step.
Yeah,
And
cool.
I like that it's so long, like the size of it, because you can also use this as kind of like a bench when you're outside.
Make a nice bench,
it's a quick bench. Yeah.
Yep.
I like this.
Cool. Let's go around the back. There's so much happening in the back of this van because we know our owners are going to back up some beautiful place, and this is going to be like your main part of the coach that you're using all day long. So we really wanted to make it really functional and comfortable as well. So storage galore. You can see up and down, you got the storage bins there.
A lot of space.
Right. They can be opened with the doors closed from the inside of the coach. Also, this is a good place to look at how much storage there is under the beds. Right.
That's a really
and
good
you'll notice that
space
we
for
have the
toys.
covers over the wheel wells, and those covers are actually insulated. So there's about a 3/4 of an inch to an inch of insulation around the wheel wells, so that will reduce the road noise and again help with the temperature control. This van is totally made for all-season use. So you have all the water lines, everything is inside the coach, even like the water connections and things where some of our other vans, those are on the outside of the coach. We moved them on to the inside of the coach. So everything is right here. You don't have any water connections on the outside of the coach. So in cold weather, all of this is inside the van where it's going to stay warm.
I do love that it's all in one place.
We're
right?
really excited about this because a lot of our owners, you know, I know the Travato owners watching this are going to say it's about time, but this will really improve. You can see the little guide here to tell you which direction these valves have to be to do what function for winterizing, for sanitizing, for adding water to the tanks. All of that is pretty clear and easy to use there. This will be a much easier to winterize coach and to de-winterize than any van that we've made before. Let's take a look around here in the back. Obviously we got the screens, both sides. We got screens front and back, so it makes it, if you're in an area where there are insects, you can still use the van and get lots of airflow. But also we thought in this van, more than that, you want the screens down, you're inside. Maybe sometimes you're at the beach, come back, you want to rinse off or something like that. So this is new. This is our new Annex, right? Basically, this is a nice functional space. Sometimes you're going to want some privacy, right? Maybe you want to use the shower to rinse off. Especially if you've been scuba diving or surfing or something like that, you're going to have wet gear. You want to change out here, rinse off. You can do all that with our new Annex. So first of all, we just put these poles up. I'm going to trap you in here. And they go right together like that. And you line up the two holes, and then this little rod goes through those holes. And now this will hold the doors in the wind. So it's nice like this, and then you can, of course, hang your gear up to dry.
This would be great for drying wetsuits.
Yeah.
Surfing gear.
You can start a laundry service, whatever. Very convenient. Also, we have this cool little panel here, which has it has 3 different functions for this panel. It has some simple Velcro straps. So if you want to help me here, I'll let you do those 2 and I'll do these 2. We'll put this together. None of this is very high tech, right? But it's very functional.
I I think I just recently saw something very similar to this on
Yeah.
Instagram.
People do this. People
And
do this on their vans. They have
Pointed
these
it
little
out to my
annexes.
friend and said it was a fantastic idea that I wish I had. Because you can, in the summertime or warm weather, you can take showers outdoors
Yeah.
and really save on that gray water
Yeah,
tank space.
absolutely.
Which for me is one of the key points
Yep.
of being
And so
off-grid.
then this is going to come around, and if you want full privacy, we use these again, some of our van owners will recognize these pond magnets, but they really work good for a steel van because it allows you now to get that additional privacy. You can put the curtain up, and you can put these magnets everywhere to hold the curtain up, so you do have that full wraparound privacy inside here. And there's some other functions that are pretty cool that you can do with just what you have right here. Even as it sits just like this, you can leave it attached. Let's say it's the middle of the afternoon and there's some bright sun shining in your van, and maybe you want to take a nap or something like that. This panel will just go up to the top, and we can give you a magnet,
Okay.
and I'll take a magnet.
6 right up here?
Yeah, or up higher if you want. Right?
Oh, that is really clever.
Yeah, now we've got an awning.
Is there one
for
more
the rear.
magnet?
Yeah, you need more magnets, don't you?
I love this awning usage too. It really
Yeah.
kind of gives you a little bit more of outdoor living
keep
space.
the sun out, right?
This can be your office and this can be your porch.
Yeah.
Like-
This actually also, we're not going to do it right now and for the sake of time, but you remove the Velcro and it goes up front between the cab seats and the coach, and this becomes your blackout curtain. So if you want to stealth camp or you just want to pull over and take a nap, you don't want to bother with putting up the curtains all the way around
Right.
the front. This separates the motorhome part from the cab part of your coach.
That is a really great multi-use of this.
Yeah, it's simple, easy to use. I think people will like it. Oh, you know what? I didn't show you yet the big bed. Let's take a look.
Yeah, we need to do the bed.
Okay, I'm gonna take this off of there. It's a big bed, and the cushions on it are really nice. They're made to fit very rigid, firmly, so you don't have any gaps in the bed. So
Okay.
we're gonna flip that up, and you'll notice how these cushions kind of push together. Isn't something we hate? Wait a minute, let's get that up there. a
That
little bit.
seems to fit together really
Something that we
tightly.
hate more than anything is a mattress where they start to slip apart on you when you're sleeping, right? So this will secure that. The actual sleeping length right here from this point to this point is 77 inches.
Okay.
And this is 59 inches across here. So typical RV queen is actually not as long as this bed. It's only 75 inches. And it's the same width, the 60 inches versus this bed at 59. So right now, I think we've been calling this a full-size bed, but really it's a queen-size bed.
This feels like a really comfortable mattress, and I love all the space that you get.
Yeah.
And I really
Yeah, there's
like
no
that.
no
this-
compromise in sleeping, right, in this
No.
coach. All right.
I am a girl who really likes her sleep, and it's amazing to be able to go
Yeah.
out to
Yeah.
wild places and still get
Yeah.
a really great night's
That's
sleep.
the best part of a really good camping
Yes,
vehicle
it
is it's going
is.
to give you a really comfortable, good night's sleep so you can get out and do whatever you want to do the next day. But I think you're probably going to like the idea of what you can do with this space below the bed, right?
I love that this bed, once it comes down, makes for this really big storage space under here. It's
Yep.
a really big factor for me in my current RV and any future RVs I get is storage space for all of the adventure toys.
Yeah.
So
What
you-
kind of gear would you might put under here?
So for me, there's a lot of things like wingsuiting and
I don't
parachutes
have
that
that.
take
What's
up a
the
lot of room.
What's the other thing?
And a paraglider that
Wow.
is
Wow.
rather large and would fit ideally under this bed. So
Yeah.
for me, I might actually leave this bed down all the time and use this as gear storage space.
Yeah.
And I love that there is this
Okay.
kind of garage
Yeah.
underneath.
Yeah, you'll have to put it up once in a while though, so you can use that table, right?
That's true for the Instagram.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, all right, Linda. I got one more thing to show you. We didn't talk about some of the energy that's on board, so let's walk around the other
Okay.
side. If you want to step in here, you see that we have the new Xantrex solar controller. This comes standard with 220 watts of solar on the roof. It's a flexible panel right on top of the pop top.
Perfect.
And that's paired with two glass mat batteries, so you have 210 amp hours of battery storage. Really kind of the perfect match for a small coach like this. Everything is 12 volt and very energy efficient, so that should do everybody really well. If you want more solar power, there's a port that you can add solar. You can buy solar portable panels, and you can have a total of 520 watt hours or 520 watts of solar into this coach. So there's plenty. That's a lot of solar.
Nice. I'm glad this comes standard. I currently have 2 AGM batteries in my current RV, and I've added 200 watt solar panels on top, and that keeps me topped up pretty much all the time, and I've never run out of electricity. So I haven't asked you yet, where did the name Solis come from?
Oh, Solis, yes. Isn't that a great name?
It is a fantastic name, and also the big question is, what would something like this cost?
All right. Well, the first one's easy. No, they're both easy questions. Solis is actually from the Latin, which means sun or solar, and so our thought on this product is every day at sunrise to get up in a beautiful place is amazing, and at night when the sun goes down to have a really comfortable place to sleep and a nice place to do all your regrouping and getting ready for the next day. What a great name, Solis, right?
I love it. It brings up to mind sunny adventures and recharging under the sun.
And fun, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And also, we're really excited to talk about the price of this coach. It's going to be our most affordable Class B van that we've done so far. And the pricing is people are going to be able to purchase this for between $15,000 and $20,000 below what you can buy other vans on the ProMaster chassis for.
Okay.
Kind of the high volume market that people are used to. It's going to be quite a bit below that.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Russ, so much for this amazing van tour. This looks like it will be a really great adventure mobile.
Yeah.
And I'm stoked that I got to see it.
Well, great. It's been fun having you and being able to show you this coach today. We're really excited about it. But the fun doesn't stop here. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central, our Winnebago Tollwoods folks will be showing you the brand new Voyage.